Welcome to Joe's Astrology. This is the birth chart for Martha Stewart, and she's a Scorpio rising, moon in Sagittarius, and a sun in Leo, among other things. This is a very interesting chart because Martha Stewart is known to be someone who is about home decoration, artwork, things of that nature, food. And there's some indication of that, but not very little compared to what she's really known for, and that is big money, being famous, someone interested in self promotion, and that's how it goes. That is how that can go along with getting famous when you're famous for something, when you're famous for helping people, showing people something, etc. But this chart really shows a different picture. We see that here with the Scorpio rising. Right away, Scorpio rising, indicating that she's about money. And not to say, just want to say that not all Scorpio rising, it's not necessarily like that. It can mean a lot of different things. But that's our first indication that her life is showing us that she's a con artist. Scorpio rising, the ruler's Pluto. Here's Pluto in the ninth, and it's in Leo. And her sun is conjunct that Pluto, also in the ninth house, in Leo, conjunct the midheaven. And we could say by whole sign, this is the 10th house. This is what she's known for, being a Leo, famous person, someone who's creative. And we have Pluto there. That's the thing. Pluto is there as well, and it's the ruler of the chart. Someone who could be potentially hiding things, interested in power, and all the other things, all the other negative associations that go with Pluto being very underhanded, undercover, etc. It's also our first indication that she would be caught for something, caught for being a con artist. So let's continue on here. Moon in Sagittarius, also in the Leo decan. So also right away we see four indicators. One, two, three, four indicators of the Leonian personality. And it's in the second house of values, real estate, money, survival. You can see the moon is probably the most intimate part of the chart, and she is interested in finance, Sagittarius. The Leo there, interested in the self, promotion of the self, and this concept here of survival, money, real estate. Now you could say that the second house we could say it's associated with survival, food, the home, loosely. So we do see that there with a lot of the things that she was associated with. Let's take a look at where the Jupiter is, because the Jupiter rules this second house of money, values, and where that moon is. And the Jupiter's in the eighth. Of course it's in the eighth. The eighth of other people's money, taxes, royalties. And it's in Gemini, the trickster energy. The ruler of that eighth house is Mercury. And Mercury is in Cancer in the ninth, conjunct that Pluto. The ruler of the eighth is Mercury. The eighth, secrets. Jupiter in the eighth, secrets, expanding of secrets. And the ruler's Mercury. It's conjunct Pluto, the ruler of the eighth, the ruler of Scorpio. What's her mind on? Her mind. Is she a secretive person? Does she have secrets? Come back down here to the third. What's the ruler of the third? Third is the mind. She has no planets in the third. Capricorn is on the third house cusp. And the ruler is Saturn. And Saturn is in Taurus, the sign of money, in the seventh house, other people's money. Taurus, seventh house, other people. And it's conjunct Uranus, 29 degrees, which I'm going to come back to here. Uranus, 29 degrees in the seventh house, Saturn, the ruler of that third house. What's on her mind? Other people's money. Fast money. Uranus, fast, sudden changes regarding how to get money. The nodes, she has the north node in the 11th, and Neptune is there. We're talking about fame. What is she famous for? Being a Virgo type. Neptune, a teacher. And she definitely was a teacher, some kind of advisor. When it comes to Virgo associations, again, it's in the Taurus decan. This idea of decoration, homey things, things of that nature. We think of Virgo, food. And Neptune there, this is where we see Neptune, North Node. We could see like spiritual people having this. I have Neptune moving towards my South Node, but that's more of a feeling of being stuck. This would be more of a fruition period. We're really coming into all the things I'm talking about. Really, this is all coming to a head here with the North Node. Neptune just moving away from that North Node. She has Venus there as well in the 10th. What is she known for again? Venus in the 10th. She's with Venus there in the 10th, very good fortune when it comes to having money around the career. She has Mars and Aries. Mars and Aries in the 5th. We're talking about the 5th house. She's a creative person. We talked about that Leo being center stage, and Mars, not without controversy with this person, not without controversy. And again, it's in Leo decan. So there's been, so far, we see, not counting this 5th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 indicators of Leo. If we count the 5th house, we'll call it 6. She has a Mars-Jupiter sextile. Very ambitious person. Ambitious people, there's nothing wrong with ambition. Ambition is good, can be good, but it can get people into trouble. When you see this sextile between Jupiter and Mars, you think that's a good sign. She's ambitious. Could be overly ambitious. In the 5th, two strong signs, the 5th and the 8th. Overly ambitious where they would do things to compromise their morality in order to get ahead. Now, South Node is in Pisces in the 5th, where she's coming from. So we can see where she's coming from. Pluto in the 9th in Leo, and the South Node in Pisces in the 5th. So two fire signs. A lot of fire in this chart too. We're talking about two fire houses, I'm sorry. And Pisces. Pisces can be, a lot of people see Pisces as being this nice, empathetic sign, which it can be, but it can also be power hungry itself. Remember, Scorpio is within Pisces, and this idea of achieving your dreams, getting, living that lifestyle can create somebody who is addicted to power. And we see that Mercury is trining. The Mercury in Cancer is trining the North Node there in the 9th. The 9th house. Someone who's larger than life, wants to be larger than life. And as I said, that Uranus is trining the North Node at 29 degrees. So this is a person who isn't going to have a trouble asserting her individuality in this life. In fact, she is going to strongly desire to be an individual. And when you have that when you have that kind of signature, it's possible that a person will do whatever it takes to maintain that kind of status. With that Uranus at 29 degrees. So I'm going to leave it there for now. There's probably more that can be said about this chart. Of course, there's more. There's always more. That's how deep and complex astrology can be. But I hope you enjoy this chart reading for Martha Stewart.